All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to CAGcast episode number 784. I'm your host, Cheapy here in Long Island, New York. And as always, we're joined by a man who can't wait to dance on Xbox's grave, Wombat.
I mean, I'm a good dancer.
And you really have held a grudge against Xbox since Major Nelson left under certain mysterious circumstances.
And started his own Midwestern Christian fundamentalist game company. Yeah.
No, is that what happened? That's not what happened, is it?
No, I don't know. He started a game company.
Oh, did he?
Based
okay.
Based in the Midwest. Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I had no idea.
I didn't know it was the Christian fundamentalist thing is just me projecting.
That's weird. Okay.
I should say allegedly Christian fundamentalist.
I don't know. I'm just saying, ever since Major Nelson left, things just went downhill. But
you can say the same thing with Fortnite and Donald Mustard. There's lots of people who left prominent jobs in prominent companies where things just aren't the same. But you can also point to the, things at Microsoft just haven't been the same since they laid off 1,000 people. That's also like a thing. You could point to that too.
I blame capitalism.
Yeah.
Anyway, welcome to the show, everybody. That's it's too much gaming for right off the bat, but we'll get to all the crazy Xbox news. That's, I guess, coming next week. I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't wait to talk about that.
That'll be next week's.
Yeah, next week's show.
Guess,
next week's show is going to be like a hell of a show. Unfortunately, we only have this week.
Are we going to wear black armbands?
I usually do. So why should that be any different?
No, you don't. That's a lie. Anyway, what's been going on? Anything interesting?
My week has sucked real hard. So I'm looking forward to doing this show to forget that my week has been terrible. So let's just move. We'll move forward. We're moving forward. Yeah.
Thanks, Tim.
Mm-hmm.
I hope everything gets better, Wombat.
Yeah. I've been dealing with some pipe issues and broken kitchen appliances, and it's like everything's just like falling apart at once.
Wait, did you catch Shipwreck's pipe disease?
I may have. So
it's transmissionable through Zoom, I think.
Yeah, I have a guy coming tomorrow to take. He's doing as Shipwreck described before the show. Yeah, he's checking out my pipes. He's doing a colonoscopy of my plumbing system with cameras.
Nice cameras.
Yeah, the problem is I have been having to drink the liquid all night, and I hate that.
What do they think's wrong with the pipes?
Now, there's a tree on the outside of my house where the roots have grown into the pipe.
Yeah,
not an inside tree, an outside tree.
An outside tree, yeah. So outside tree, outside pipe, root and pipe.
He has a really big plant in his living room. It's out of control.
Sometimes they can just shave it out. Other times they have to remove pipe. So
plantoscopy.
Yeah. So we'll see how it goes. I'm hoping for the best.
I bet it's gonna be great.
I already had to have them come and flush out. We had basement flooding earlier this week. I already had to have a guy come and do a pipe cleaning so I could use my toilet again. The good news is I could use my toilet again.
Thank God. The bucket was getting full, right?
Exactly. We did not want to have to use a bucket outside. And then tonight I go to make my daughter dinner, and the convection oven was broken. Our nice, expensive convection oven had an error message on the screen because it's got a digital screen, and it just said user error 0, and I'm like, what does that mean? So I Google it, the oven brand with the error code, and there's this whole Reddit, all these Reddit pages of people, I got this error, what does it mean? And everyone the same comment, it means it's time to throw it away.
These things, they don't cost that much, and I don't know, how long do you expect them to last, really?
Well, that's just it. It did last about 4 years.
That's you had the Ninja, that really big, it was a big square, right?
The big square Ninja 8-in-1, I think they call it.
Right.
Yeah.
And it was probably less than $200.
Working?
It was on sale at Target this week, and they had one left in my store.
So you already replaced it? The same one?
So I already replaced it with the same one. We had to go out I had to make my daughter dinner. She can't just starve.
Do they have any main water pipes at Target?
Exactly. I wish with the coupons.
Right.
Yeah.
Get your red card savings.
Mm-hmm.
How much does that oven cost?
It's normally like 250 to 300, and we got it for what was it, like 150?
Yeah,
maybe
once you're
less.
like, I guess they don't last too
Mhm.
long. My
Yeah,
Ninja, I had a
once you cut
Ninja
those
one too.
coupons, I mean,
Yeah. I'm not.
I've got one
Yeah.
of those too.
I'm less
Died.
upset about that as I am the whole plumbing situation.
Right.
That's just like frosting on a shit cake.
That's a pleasant distraction, actually. Thank God your oven broke.
As my friend said, as I was on the phone with him earlier, I go, well, we're baking cookies to test the oven. He goes, look on the bright side, you got cookies.
Right.
So,
You just got them.
So that's like your main oven?
we use it as sort of our main oven. Depends on what we're making, but yeah, we use it for most of like our HelloFresh vegetables and stuff like that. Yeah, that's gonna be the oven for making chicken nuggets, because also our air fryer. So for making chicken nuggets and French fries, yeah, that's what we're gonna use.
I've never air fried anything.
It's a scam.
Okay.
It's not, but it's not.
It's not frying. Right.
Yeah.
It's just a name
it's not
for something. It's a
frying,
name
but
for
it's-
blowing
it's-
hot air on something.
Yeah, but it's not a scam. It does what it does. The food comes out as advertised, but it is not.
But it's not gonna fool anybody like that you fried, that it's actually not fried.
Yeah.
It's like the auto drive on the Teslas,
You know what
like,
it does? It makes chicken nuggets in
kind
a
of
way.
works.
It makes chicken nuggets in a way that my daughter will eat them, so I
Right.
have to get another one,
Right.
and that's
Sure.
all that matters.
Right. Oh shit, when my Ninja, I had the one that flips up, and when that one died, I went on Amazon and they had like a refurbished one for, I was like 150 or something, 130. Comes
Yeah, I
the
think
next
I got
day.
mine for like 40. I got the flip version for like 40 at the
What?
local auction
Oh,
site.
that's not even real. That was set up by aliens to
It's got
test
like a
us.
dent in the top of it, but it works fine.
That's funny.
Yeah, it's gonna
no,
get-
I got my big one, and it works well. And now it's like nice and clean and shiny. And
Right, it's an upside. Right. Yeah, I went through the
Did I
same
tell you
thing.
about the newest addition to the local auction sites?
No, what's the newest edition?
So these are the auction sites where they're like set up with warehouses, right? Like you it's all online.
And it's only for people in Ohio.
Well, no, there's other ones around, because these
Oh.
are all like, there are people who buy all, or I don't know, they buy like the wholesale stuff that like Target like returns from like Amazon and
Right,
like
okay.
all these big like all the returns that Amazon's like, I don't want to deal with this. Like they buy it cheap and then they put it up for auction on these sites. But the latest thing that they have going now is like, they're not even like going like to put this stuff up on auction. Some of this stuff, they just throw it in big bins.
Oh, I have one of those stores by me.
They just throw it in big bins and
You
it's
just
in the
show up?
warehouse, and it just like gets cheaper, I think, like every day of the week.
Yeah,
Like,
no, yeah, they have
start
the
out and they're
same
like,
store.
Here's the bin of crap to go through.
Mm-hmm.
What's the name of it?
Have you gone and done that yet? I have not experienced this yet, but I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of crap shows up in these bins.
I honestly, it's literally 3 minutes from my house.
What's it called?
Maybe 5. I don't know the name of it. It's called like Day Savings or something like that.
Is it
It's
returns
gotta-
of stuff though, or is it just like
It's all that garbage. And one of the days everything is $10, and then there's another day it's like it goes 10, then like 7, then 5, 3, and there's a day of the week where everything's $1.
Yep.
I went one time with Elliot because we were just out of morbid curiosity. We walked in. It's exactly like you said. It's a giant empty thing. Like there's no walls, and there are just these troughs of garbage, and people sifting through the troughs of garbage.
Right. You
try to
threw
find-
Elliot into one of them and said, "Have fun. I'll be back in a half hour."
And we walked in. We did like a loop around and walked out, and we both looked at each other and said, "We're never coming back here again."
But
And that
are
was
the
end of
items
it.
all priced individually, or it's just like done by
No,
weight?
no, it's
or
just
something?
No, it's done by the day. If you
Somebody-
go there
yeah.
on the dollar day, every item is $1. So you go, you hand them 5 items, you pay $5 and leave. If you go on
Okay.
$10 day and you find something you like, you're paying $10 for it.
Old Man Noob in the chat says the place is called Black Fridays and Binge are the two of these.
Yeah, we
like,
have
by
some
him.
other stores around us too that are like, this is their main thing. I think Black Fridays. I think we have those as well here. I've never got inside of them, but
it was very controversial when it opened because people didn't want it in our town. They're like, it's going to bring a bad element. Yeah, it's like too shitty because it's technically over the border into the next town, but it's like right on the line. So they couldn't do anything about it. And yeah, they're really not happy about it still. Like,
but don't you have like a Five Below in your town or something nearby?
Yeah, well, no. Five Below is like Saks Fifth Avenue. By comparison.
Are you sure? Because the Five Below that I went into a Five Below near me, and it's like the fluorescent lighting is just so horrible in there. You can't even. It's like not even meant for people to be in there. I feel like
Five Below is a dream palace by comparison. Five Below, because at Five Below, you know what you're getting. You're getting like, oh, I need a new phone charging cord. I'll go in here. I'll spend my $3.
That's gonna break after 3 months.
Yeah, it's fine.
I need a $5 anime T-shirt that's gonna feel like I'm rubbing sandpaper all over my body.
Yeah, exactly. Whatever. That's Five Below. Five Below is fine. This is literally like, oh, here's some broken garbage. Here's a broken radio for $1. You want this broken radio for $1?
Maybe.
Yeah. So it's really weird.
I'm looking forward to seeing how these bins are at my auction.
You go to yours and see. Yeah, because mine is.
Like I feel like it's just like, I'm not going to go there specifically for that, but it'll be like if it's pickup day and I've like bought something and I go in, then I'm gonna browse and shuffle through the bins of stuff.
You'll have a great time.
A bonus, I will have a great time. I'm sure of it.
That's your thing. You could find like half a fucking shipwreck in there.
But I don't think it's like I would not go into the stores that were just these bins though. Like I feel like I'm just gonna be like disappointed. Like this is just.
You're going to be disappointed.
It's just going to be crap.
The big disappointment for us is that it used to be the AC Moore, and we loved that store, and then those all went out of business.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know.
It's like Michael's, like a Michael's or a Hobby Lobby.
Oh, okay.
But this was
not fundamentally Christian enough.
Yeah, and it was so close to the house, and like, oh, we could go get all our crafts and 5 minutes away.
What kind of crafts are going on there? What kind of crafting?
Oh my! Have you met my child? Have you met Sabrina?
Right, I have.
Crafting is like, she gets upset when she runs out of clay.
Right. Well,
she has statues to build and paintings to draw.
Shit.
And yeah, she does it. She just does it for fun. I don't understand it.
That's good. Better than like scrolling through Instagram.
Mm-hmm. Did I ever show you her like Lovecraftian pencil holder that she made? One of these days, remind me. I'll bring it on the air, and everyone can gander at that crazy thing she makes.
Is there room in there with all those pops?
Maybe not.
You can't move. You can just hold it up.
Mm-mm.
What else is going on? I had something happen to me at Orange Theory that never happened before in the, I don't know, 5 years I've been going there.
I was looking forward to this story. Please go on.
This guy next to me, I had to go in the late afternoon because I was just too busy or something. And
or something.
I don't know. That doesn't sound right. I don't know. Maybe there was like a flash flood or something. I don't know. Anyway, so the class was really crowded, and the guy next to me, it was a guy next to me. Usually it's a woman. The guy, he was like very fit. And I noticed like right away during the rowing warm up that he was like a pretty good rower. Like he knew, at least he knew what he was doing on like 90% of the people in the class. Anyway, we're going through the whole class, and there's a bunch of rowing in the class. You basically have to go do a 300-meter row, do a bunch of like fucking weightlifting shit, come back, do a 200-meter row, weightlifting shit, and 100-meter row. When we got to the 100-meter row, we're on the rower at the same time together, and he turns to me and he goes, how fast can you do the 100-meter row? And I'm like, I don't know, it's probably pretty good. And he's like, you want to race? Like, no one even ever talked to me in the middle of class before, and this guy wants to fucking race. So I was like, yeah, sure. So, the 100 meters I'm pretty good at 100 meters because you don't need to be that fit to do it because it's over fast. Anyway, I beat his ass by like 0.2 seconds or something.
What was your time? I'll tell you what my time was on the 100 meter.
Oh, it was like,
I did that same class.
Oh, okay. It was like 13.4. maybe.
You want to know what mine was by comparison?
Sure.
In case you're wondering.
Sure.
Wait, guess. What was my 100-meter? And again, I'm also like you, the end of a tough class, and I am a shorter, fatter man.
I'm going to say if I did it in 13 and a half, you did it in 27.
20.
20. Wow.
20.
Look at this guy. Nice.
Did it in 20 seconds. Do you know when I first went to class and I had to do a 100-meter row for the first time in the first class I ever took? It took me like 45
Right.
seconds.
I do remember that actually.
Yeah.
And I thought,
So
oh boy.
I cut that time down to like a normal time.
That's
like what
awesome.
a normal person would do. And I feel very happy about myself.
That's great. That's great.
Not that your time isn't good too. Your time is also very good.
Thank you. I could have done better actually. I was nervous because like we were both like,
Someone said, yeah, want a race. And I also would be like, what?
right. Like usually like the rule is don't talk. Don't make eye contact. Don't talk. Anyway, I just want everybody to know that I held it down for the people. Thank you.
Nice.
For the old talk.
I have I'm going to class tomorrow morning. New coach day. So we'll see how that goes.
I feel like, and then he made a comment like I wish like a height comment because like tall people have an advantage with rowing, and he's like, oh, I wish I was tall. Like so much better if you're tall.
And then was he like, have you ever used the showers here?
Was his name Skilo?
No, I feel like the shorter people, I don't know, they're always looking to like take down a tall person. Whether like when they get drunk, they want to fight a tall person. And when they're fit, they want to like show that they're stronger and faster than the tall person.
These are all things I've never tried to do.
Not you, but short people who like are trying to compensate by going to the gym and a lot, or by drinking a lot of alcohol and getting shit faced. Anyway, I held it together for the tall people.
I don't do either of those things for the record, and I'm a pretty short dude.
You're the shining example that we need in this country because these other guys, they're a little annoying.
I'm the perfect short guy.
Anyway, like being tall is a disadvantage for every other fucking. You are the perfect short guy. Being tall is a disadvantage for I think everything else in the gym except for the rowing machine. I'm pretty sure about that. So he can, be happy knowing that. And so can you, Wombat.
Thanks.
All right, should we do some show feedback?
Sure. There's some brief things here.
Okay.
John Blatt 8032 had to say, Wombat making a joke about Gwen snapping was super hilarious and totally funny. And then he ends it with some sarcastic faces. I guess, I understand like if it was like a real person and I made fun of an actual human being that died.
Right.
But a fictional character that's never existed in any reality.
How could you?
He's really like, you think he's.
I think this is someone who's
making light of this, or just that it wasn't funny.
I think he's legitimately upset that I made light of a fictional character's death.
You might be reading too much into it, or it could be a little of both. It doesn't have to be one.
Yeah, both could be right.
Sure.
Okay, but I think he needs to clarify because really, I think if that's what he's doing, you kind of need to like.
We did watch that. We did watch Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Oh, okay. How did that go?
And it went fine. The kids were like, "Oh, she died." So I'm just raising kids who have no feelings whatsoever.
So that happened.
Sure not mine.
That's just like me, really. What?
That's the Andrew Garfield one.
Yeah,
the second Andrew Garfield one.
Right. So I think is that the one with Jamie Foxx?
Yes, that's the one with Jamie Foxx.
Yeah, I didn't see that
one. It
is
not terrible, really. It is not the worst out of all these Spider-Man movies.
I saw parts of it.
That's the one.
It was kind of terrible.
That's the one with the weird subway laboratory, right?
That is the one with the like. This doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but I'll roll with it. I mean, we're talking like this guy's made out of electricity. I guess Peter Parker's dad could have a subway laboratory.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I mean, I think what is at least interesting about that one is that they tried to do some unique stuff with the storylines, right? Like it wasn't just like, here's the same Spider-Man story again. But we watched that and then we watched the No Way Home.
No Way Home. Okay. They had already seen Homecoming and
yeah. We'd gotten through those two and then we had to watch these 5 other Spider-Man movies so they could watch the
No Way Home.
No Way Home.
Did
which they enjoyed. They liked it.
Okay.
Although although my son, like when Tobey Maguire was on the screen one time, the first time, he's like, "Who is that?" Because he's like, I don't know,
He's
20.
older.
He's 20 years older than the last time he
Right.
saw him. He got it after that though.
Nice.
It was good. So now we're back to the main MCU timeline. We're catching up there. From there. We skipped over the Eternals.
What?
Yeah, you could do that.
Oh, Kumail. I just saw some clip today on like, I don't know, some social media. He was being interviewed on a podcast and talking about how he really
It's
likes
just tough because it's like the Eternals. It's just like my kids really don't like. They're not like clamoring to see it either because they have no idea who these characters are. Just like every other human being in the universe.
Right.
And they've done nothing else with it, so you don't even need to see it to know what's going on.
They never will.
They never brought it back. Those characters are never going to be seen again. It introduced more interesting characters that had small parts than the actual Eternals itself.
I feel if that movie was like an hour and 45 minutes, more people would have seen it. Like, why do you need to make these movies so fucking long?
A lot of people saw it. I don't think that was the problem with Eternals. The problem is that it just wasn't that good.
Well, Kumail got jacked from it.
I know.
Well, not from doing it, but from his hard work. But so he could look buff in the movie. That's worth it.
Yep.
What else we got?
This is in reference to you becoming the new assistant tree manager. Mr.
Alternate tree commissioner. Please use the proper terminology.
Sorry. Do you get to call Batman when there's a crime?
I still don't know what my role is or anything, but I guess when the signal goes up, I'll figure it out.
Mr. B15 though thinks that you need to run for mayor.
I don't think so.
I think you should. I think you are the perfect candidate for the mayor of your town.
Probably not, actually, because when they Google me and they see all these jerky shows that I've done over the last fucking 20 years, everyone's going to be shaking their head. No. But the other day, one of my neighbors came to my door because the mayor asked him to run for like the board of the trustees, board of trustees, which is obviously a lot higher than alternate tree commissioner. So now I'm not feeling that great about the mayor submitting my name for alternate tree commissioner because my neighbor is like
you make
board
it
of
sound
trustees.
You make it sound like you live in the town from Newhart when you talk about these things. Like the mayor came by. The mayor is also the runs the general store.
I got passed over. That's all I'm saying.
He's also the doctor. And the town judge.
Lawyer. There is a lawyer. There's a lawyer. There's a town lawyer. I met him at the swearing in. Anyway, so I was jealous. I signed, he was looking for signatures, my neighbor, because he needs a certain number of signatures, I guess, to be, I don't know. I just signed it.
Did you ask him what his stance on abortion is before you signed the paper?
No, but he asked me what was what. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. No, I didn't ask him that. I'm assuming, I don't know. I'm assuming he's liberal.
I don't know.
I don't think it matters because he's really only concerned with, I don't know, when the garbage is being picked up and stuff like that.
Literally nothing.
Right.